Paula Joy here, the realtor's friend in the mortgage industry, the realtor's best friend in the mortgage industry. Today, I want to talk to you about something that is going to help you sell more properties in the last quarter of this year and going on to next year. So what's it I'm talking about? I'm talking about the 2-to-1 buy down. So today I spoke to two realtors and they've never heard of this 2-to-1 buy down. What does that mean? So let me ask you another question before I explain that. In this current market and in any market, what's more important to buyers? Is it the price or is it the payments? Some people think it's the price, but it's payments. You are an experienced realtor, so you know it's payments. Because some people live in Atherton and Palo Alto and Hillsborough, and they have homes that are $4 million. And some people live in Pittsburgh and Antioch and Sacramento and Stockton, and they have homes that are $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. That means like a quarter or 1/5 of the price in Palo Alto, right? Actually, in some cases, 1/10 of the price in Atherton. So is it the price or is it the payments? It's the payments, right? So I want to tell you how you can help your buyers. Let me ask you this. If you're a buyer's agent, what are some of the objections you see out there? So someone who has a finite income, let's say they're making $15,000 a year, a month, actually, $15,000 a month. And before they could afford to buy a property, that's $1 million because the interest rates were low. That means their payments were low. Now, because of the increased interest rates that are like now double what they were paying not too long ago, just a few months ago, let's say 5 months ago, let's say 6 months ago, all right? That same person cannot qualify right now to buy a property for $1 million, right? If you put down 3.5%, that means FHA, because the interest rates have gone up. So it's not the price of the property, it's basically the mortgage, it's the payments. Is the payments, because before the price is the same, maybe even higher. Prices were higher in March, in April, in May than they are now. But they are not able to buy the same price, the same properties at the same price. No, actually now, okay, at a lower price because the interest rates have gone up. Is the payments, okay? So how is that going to help your business? Maybe asking, Paul, how is that going to help my business? I tell you how it's going to help your business. So we have what they call 2-to-1 buy down. A 2-to-1 buy down is where, let's say, today's interest rate is 6.25, and they put down just a little bit of money, 3.5%, 10%, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So what is going to happen is that we're going to drop their interest rate 2% below the qualifying rate, 2% below the qualifying rate. What that means is basically now they're going to buy that property and they don't have to feel the pain, okay, of a higher interest rate because they're buying it and they're paying 2% lower than the rate. And you think, oh, this negative amortization? No. So the seller or you, the agent, are going to help them pay what they are comfortable paying. And the difference is going to be paid for by you, the agent, or by the seller. Okay, you say, me, I'm not going to pay anything. Okay, I ask you another question. And I asked this question today to an agent. When was the last time the buyer's agent ever asked for more commission from the seller's agent? when was the last time you asked for more commission from this? See, everybody advertises 2.5%. That's how much you're going to give the buyer's agent, 2.5%. So, and then you're going to drop the price from 1.6 million to 1.5 million. And guess what happened? $100,000 eroded. The agent, therefore, is going to give you less, right? The buyer's going to give you less because you dropped the price. What if you offer the buyer, okay, that incentive, okay, whatever the lender can allow, like 6% or 3%, that they can use to buy down the rate, and they also use this thing called temporary buy down so that they can pay less, so they're able to afford it. Now, 2 years later, their income may improve, may get better than what it is today. 2 years later, maybe the interest rates will drop. But if they don't drop, the rate is fixed for the next 28 years. Okay? And for some reason, they're going to drop, right? So I want to recommend this temporary buy down to you. But I'm going to share the screen so that you understand exactly what I am talking about here. Let's share the screen. So here is the temporary buy down thing. I hope you see my screen. This temporary buy down. Okay, so let's say your buyer is buying a property for $1 million, right? $1 million. And the interest rate is 6.25%. Okay, and this is going to be their payment, the PITI. No, the PITI, just the principal and interest, right? It's amortized over 30 years. So guess what's happened here? The first year, the interest rate is going to be 4.25. Second year, the interest rate is going to be 5.25. See how much they're saving? They're saving $1,100 a month. Okay, that equates to $13,000 a year. The second year, they are going to save this amount every month, $571 every month. That's $6,800. That is a total of $20,000. $20,000 they're going to save, and they're not going to feel the hurt, the pain. Okay, again, this doesn't include the taxes and insurance, and also if they have an MI, okay, on HOA. But I'm just strictly based on principal and interest. This is what they are going to be saving. This is what they're going to be saving, right? So who pays this? So instead of dropping the price by a humongous amount, like most agents are doing right now, sales agents are doing, you just translate this to the buyer. Okay, the seller can set aside this amount, and this is going to be put in escrow. And every month, as the first year, the buyer is paying $4,400, the $1,100 is being paid directly from escrow to the lender. Okay, and same thing here. So what happens if in 2 years the interest rates drop, right? After the first year, for example, of course, whatever is left over here belongs to the buyer. It would just go to pay off the loan amount, the remaining loan amount, right? So if after the first year, $13,000 been paid, so what's going to be left over? $7,000. So that's going to be used. The payoff will be $7,000 less. You understand? So this is a great way that you, the buyer's agent, can help your buyer buy a property even in this market. And the objection that most buyers have is they can't afford it. Yes, they can afford it. They can afford it. And if you as a listing agent, this is a great way for you to sell your property that's sitting on the market for too long. You can offer this 2-1 buy down, 2-1 buy down. If you have any questions, I am here to assist you. I am the Realtors friend in the mortgage industry. I have been in the industry since 2005, and I know it like the back of my hand. I understand what the pain of the realtor is, and I'm here to provide solutions. Like it says here, we are the Amazon for mortgage solutions, the Amazon for mortgage solutions. I hope you learned something from this today. And if you have never been to our YouTube channel, please go there. Go to YouTube channel and you see what I'm sharing with you, the realtor and the world. Okay. And I'm going to produce another video for your buyers so you can just immediately send that to the buyers, 2-1 BuyDown. Next time, I'll talk about a HELOC, a 5-day funding HELOC. Okay, you can fund in 5 days, and then you can use that now, for your investors and other people that want to, bet. That's for next time. Next time. So please, if you have any questions, call me at 415-510-0127, 415-510-0127, or go to my website, themoneymarketinc.com, themoneymarketinc.com, or themoneymarket.us. My email address is lejoy, LEJOY, at themoneymarket.us, themoneymarket.us. Until next time, God bless you and God bless the United States of America. It's a great country.